Good afternoon. Welcome to another episode of Abolitionists Live. I'm excited that you joined us today because I have a wonderful partner with us today, Dee Coleman. She's the executive director of Samaritan Village, and we have been privileged to work with them for years. And as you probably know, we run the hotline and really serve victims and survivors from the minute they need our care and they're recovered. We provide we provide services for them. But where we work with Samaritan Village is they provide the long-term care that these survivors need to continue healing. And so we've had a lot of our survivors that we've assisted early on end up getting involved in their program. And so I wanted to have Dee share a little bit with you about what Samaritan Village does. So Dee, welcome. And
Thank you.
We're so glad to have you.
Thanks for having me. I'm so glad to be here. We've partnered for a number of years with Florida Abolitionists. Yes. So it's great to be here with you. So Samaritan Village, we are a Christ-centered residential and therapeutic program for adult survivors of trafficking. So we serve adult women that are 18 and up for 12 to 18 months and sometimes longer. Our safe house here locally has up to 6 beds, so we can serve up to 6 women at a time at our safe house. And we're trauma-informed and holistic in nature, and so we seek to help the woman heal mind, body, spirit, and soul.
Can you tell our viewers a little bit about what is that process like for a survivor? Because I know that it's not a clear linear path of growth. There's a lot of ups and downs. So can you share a little bit about some of the things you provide and some of what some of our survivors experience as they go through the program?
Sure. So from day one, when a woman enters into our program and she's kind of accepted and is looking for long-term rehabilitation, she comes in and goes through a series of five phases. So she'll start in an orientation phase and she'll begin to work through each phase, and as she gets whole care that is health care, we'll give her access to therapeutic care. So each woman in our program receives multiple hours a week of individual therapy with a licensed mental health therapist. They receive access to health care. They receive access to education and to job training skills. Our goal is to kind of fill in all of the gaps that made each of these women vulnerable to exploitation to begin with. So whether it was poverty that kind of was a vulnerability or some sort of abuse, each and every one of those things are addressed throughout the duration of our program. And so to speak to kind of their journey, you're right, it's not linear. They don't go from one end to the next and within 18 months they're good. It really is a lifelong process. And so we see ourselves as just one step on the path to recovery for these women. One long step.
Yeah. How long are the women usually with you?
Sure, they're with us for 12 to 18 months and sometimes longer. We take the kind of the mission that we will not, when a woman gets to the end of the 12 months or she's getting close to being reintegrated back into society, that she's not going to just be kicked out or put out on the street or transition and not really have a plan. We want to make sure that when she's ready to transition out of our program, that she has secured housing, that she has a stable job, that she has mentors and a community and a church family that's going to surround her and walk with her throughout the duration of her recovery, because like I said, it's lifelong. So
Right. Yeah, those trauma bonds are deep and triggers and everything happens.
Absolutely.
So you want to make sure when they no longer have the support of Samaritan Village, they have other support.
Absolutely. Yes. And we always say, once a duck, always a duck. So our women, even when they leave and graduate our program and move forward in their lives, they still have access to us.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Yeah, we've definitely been blessed to work with you and have a place that we know the survivors will get the care that they need to be able to pass them off and trust you and your team, a wonderful team of staff and volunteers to work with. And
yes, it takes a village. At Samaritan Village, it takes a village. It takes Florida Abolitionists. It takes us we're doing all of the hundreds of volunteers probably combined between our two organizations. And like you said, staff and board members. I mean, it really does take a village to help a survivor get on her feet and move in the direction to lifelong healing and restoration.
Right. Yeah. Well, it's wonderful what you guys do.
Thank you.
And so could you share, I think you have some exciting things coming up that you'd like to tell our viewers about.
Sure, yeah. Would love to invite all of you on December 11th. We are having a fashion show sponsored by Dillard's. And it will be a fashion show on December 11th at 10:30 in the morning. Lunch will be served. You can buy a ticket online if you go to our website, Samaritan Village, and click on events. You can buy your ticket there. And every single penny of that goes right back into our program. And then leading up to that fashion show, if you go to Dillard's at Florida Mall between November 20th and December 11th and purchase anything using the keyword freedom, 10% of your purchase will go directly to the women in our program. So it's really exciting. It's a really easy way to get all your Christmas shopping done and support survivors all at the same time, and you'll feel good about all the shopping you're doing. So
That's awesome. That's wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah, so check it out, and you can do that online too, dillards.com.
Yes.
There's the shopping.
Yeah, dillards.com, or probably the easiest is samaritanvillage.net/events, and then you'll see the button right there, and it'll take you right to where you need to go.
Yeah. And if you're watching this on Facebook, as you probably are, Samaritan Village, you can get right to their Facebook page. It's posted right there in the notes of this video, so you can click there and check them out and follow them too. We love working with you guys and are excited about all you're doing. So thanks so much for joining us today. We look forward to catching you next time.